All of us follow leaders at some point in our lives, even if it's a parent or a teacher or a boss, or it may be a government leader in the city or community that we live in. We all have leaders in our lives. My name is Andrew, and today we're going to talk about how do we pray for those leaders in our lives. Today, I want us to ask the question, who is a leader in my life? Who is a person that is a leader in my life? It may be a coach or a teacher who's helped develop you and lead you. It may be a pastor. It may be a boss at the place you work. It may be a local leader like a mayor or city council. Who are those leaders in your life, and how are you praying for them? I want to share a Bible verse with you today. I urge then, first of all, that petitions, prayers, intercessions, and thanksgivings be made for all people, for kings and all those in authority, that we may live peaceful and quiet lives in all godliness and holiness. This passage encourages us to pray for people in power, people like kings. Now, you may not live in a society where there's a king and a queen in power, but we do have authorities who have power and influence and control, and you and I can pray for those people. So here are a couple of ideas that I want to share with you about how to pray for people in authority and pray for leaders in your life. Number one, pray that they will have wisdom from God. Whether you're praying for a national leader like a congressperson or a president, or you're praying for the governor of your state or the mayor of your city, pray that they will have wisdom. I also encourage you to pray this for your local leaders. Pray this for your pastor, for the leaders in your church. Pray for your boss, your supervisor, that they will have wisdom from God. In the book of James in the Bible, it says that wisdom is a gift, and that we can receive wisdom if we ask God for that wisdom. And the leaders that we are praying for, they have decisions to make. And their decisions influence the lives of dozens, hundreds, maybe even millions of people. And they need wisdom to make those decisions. So that's number one. When you're praying for a leader, pray that that leader will have wisdom from God. The second piece of advice I want to give you is to pray that the leader will seek and know God. Sometimes we don't always know the faith journey of the leaders we're praying for. We may not know their relationship with God, but we can pray that they will seek God and that they will know God. In the Bible, in the book of 1 Peter, Peter is writing to believers in the first century in the Roman Empire. And there's a verse where Peter says, honor the emperor. Honor the emperor. The emperor of Rome in the first century was not a friend of Christians. The emperor actually hated Christians and wanted to violently destroy followers of Jesus. But in this passage, Peter says to those Christians, honor the emperor. And there's no greater honor that we can show someone in authority than to pray for them and to pray that they will seek God and know God. And so I want to encourage you that if you're praying for your teacher or a supervisor, you're praying for a parent or a leader in your community, pray that they will seek God and that they will know God. Now, the third piece of advice I want to give is to ask, how can I pray for you? Go ahead and ask a leader, how can you pray for them? Now, I want to be very clear. I'm not necessarily suggesting this for a leader that you've never met. I'm not recommending that you just send an email to the governor or to the mayor and ask, how can I pray for you? If you've never met that person, if you don't have a relationship with them. But we all have relationships with leaders and people of influence in our lives. You can ask that person, how can I pray for you? Maybe it's your boss or the owner of your company and you have a relationship with them. Humbly and politely ask, how can I pray for you? It may be your pastor or a church leader in your community. Ask them, how can I pray for you? Regularly, people ask me from my church, how can I be praying for you? And I want to say, as a leader, that touches me personally. That encourages me personally, especially when it's somebody that I know and I've had a personal friendship with. When they pause and have the humility to ask me, how can I pray for you? That encourages me. That lifts my spirits, and that tells me that somebody actually cares about me as a leader. So these are my suggestions when you're praying for a leader, whether it's a local leader right in your community or a national leader making decisions for millions. These are my 3 pieces of advice. Pray that that leader will have wisdom. Pray that that leader will seek and know God. And then if you have a relationship with that leader, ask them, how can I pray for you? I think these 3 steps will help you and I pray for our leaders to seek God and to know God. And so my encouragement as this video ends, take a moment right where you are, watching this on your phone or on your computer, take a moment and pray for the leaders in your life. Pray for your pastor. Pray for your local leaders. Pray for your government leaders. Pray for your supervisor and your boss and the board at your company. Pray for those leaders that they will know God and they will seek God and that God's wisdom will fill them. Well, today I hope that this video has been encouraging to you. I hope that you've learned something today. And if there's anything that I or one of the pastors at our church can be doing for you, please let us know. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel so that you can see more videos like this each week.